There you go. We're good to go.
Okay, well that was fun. That was nice moves. First, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here, especially Russ and Denise, Ed, Joanne, Laura, John. You guys set up a beautiful day today, and thank you very much. First, I'd like to start with a few words about the beautiful bride here, Becky. I actually remember the first time I ever met you. You were my waitress at Applebee's. And, I was having dinner with my mom, and here comes our waitress, this little tiny squeaky thing, comes over, and you just had this energy about you. And I remember after you took our drink order, I left, and I said to my mom, "Wow, did you see her? That was amazing." And ever since then, you've been my favorite server, as I'm sure many other people. And you still have that same energy, and you're a sweetheart, you're kind, you've accepted Scott for who Scott is, you've accepted his friends with kindness, you've taken this whole bunch of crazy animals that we are, and you've treated us all very well. And I know you love Scott. I can tell by how well you feed him. But honestly, you're a sweetheart, and I hope you keep that energy that you have, because it's positive and people like to be around you. So, thank you. Now to Scott. This is Scotty, artist formerly known as Thug Life. However you know him. Last night, Denise kind of asked us when we first became friends, or when we, first started hanging out. And my first memory is actually, I believe it was either 7th or 8th grade reading class. And I don't know if we were partnered up by choice or if the teacher partnered us up so I could help him. But I remember we had to write a story, and he was insisting on writing seashore, S-E-A-S-U-R-E. And no matter how much I told him it was S-H-O-R-E, he continued to argue with me. And but from that point on, we've pretty much been best friends, and we did everything together. It became from hanging out every weekend. You were at my house. Every weekend I was at your house. However it worked. We just did everything together. We enjoy the same things, which is rare. We like to do weird things like stand out on the ice at 4 a.m. and go ice fishing, or stand in a boat all day and get sunburned, or ride four-wheelers, play golf. But your family always accepted me as like a second son. I remember I loved going over to Gendro's because Denise always had cornbread and cookie dough in the fridge, so we always knew we had something to eat. And you always had the funnest toys, the go-kart, the four-wheeler, all that stuff. And although you wouldn't always let us use it, you would show us how to use it while we watched you have fun on it. The only time you did let me use the go-kart was when you got your four-wheeler, and then you chased me around for 5 hours, and I destroyed the go-kart because you chased me into every tree and wall that I could find. But I've always considered you my best friend. Barry likes to tease me still sometimes. From first went to our college party. We went to spend time with Kelly, and little did you guys know when you dropped us off that there was a keg on every floor. But I kept introducing myself as Bruce, Scott's best friend, and Barry still gives me a hard time about it. But honestly, you are the most loyal guy I know. You're hardworking, you're funny, and there's not anybody else I'd rather have at my side if I was in a pinch, because you can take a paper clip and a piece of gum and fix whatever problems that we have going on. So, you guys, it's been a joy for the last few years to see you guys come together, start a beautiful family. You guys complement each other very well. You both work hard. You're both somewhat goofy, as we kind of just saw here. But you're both sweethearts, and from the bottom of my heart, I couldn't be happier for you guys. And here's to you. Let's have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bruce Walker. Let's give a nice round of applause. And at this time, please be seated. On behalf of Scott.